What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod back with another video, and today is Monday, so of course I got another what sold over this past weekend video. And to be honest with you guys, this weekend sales were really slow for me, but at the end of the day, like I always put at the end of my videos, the marathon continues. And not only is that an ode to Nipsey Hussle, but it's also a constant reminder for me to let me know that this entrepreneurship journey that I'm going on, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and I can't just trip about a bad weekend or even a bad month for that matter. So because sales were slow this weekend, I'm gonna go even harder this week to make sure my sales for next weekend are even better. So if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright y'all, so let's start things off with the Poshmark sales, and first up is this green Coach purse, and this one was in pretty good condition. There was a minor flaw on the inside. I believe there was a pen mark right here, as you guys can see, and other than that, it was in pretty good condition, just normal signs of wear on the bottom, but no real major flaws whatsoever. And I had this in my inventory for a very long time, maybe 6 or maybe 7 months, something like that. And first I had it priced at $39, then I lowered it to $35, and then I lowered it to $29, and it eventually sold for $25. So I'm definitely glad that it sold. I believe I paid $7 or $8 for this purse, so I didn't make a ton of profit, but I'm just glad that it finally sold. Next up is this pair of O'Neal Hyper Freak board shorts, and these shorts in my opinion was pretty dope. I figured the floral aesthetic to this was going to be a really good seller, and it ended up selling in about a little over a month. I picked up a bunch of board shorts and swimming trunks over the past couple of weeks, and now they're starting to sell. So if you guys come across O'Neal board shorts or even Billabong, definitely pick them up because they don't sell for a ton of profit, but as we get closer to spring and summer, they will definitely start to sell a lot faster. Next up is a bundle, and this was a yellow North Face hiking shirt, and the next was a FootJoy golf polo shirt, and I sold the bundle for $29, basically selling it for like, if say I did $15 a piece. And in my opinion, that's a really good deal for me, because if I got an offer for maybe $15 for one of them, I definitely would have took it. So I was glad that I was able to give this buyer a really good deal for 2 pretty good shirts. Next up is this cycling jersey from the brand SMS Martini, and this was one of the more unique cycling jerseys that I came across in the past couple of months. I had this for maybe 2 months, and it finally sold here on Poshmark. And these cycling jerseys are usually a better seller for me on eBay, but this one did sell on Poshmark, so I'm happy about that. And I paid, I think, $3 for this jersey, and it sold for $15, so I made a decent amount of profit. But if you guys come across these cycling jerseys, the more colorful, the more bright, the more logos, the better it would sell. Next up is another bundle, and this was for a Robert Graham plaid shirt and a North Face plaid shirt. And the funny thing about this North Face shirt was that it was listed on my eBay store for a very long time, but the photos were terrible. So I ended up taking it down from my eBay store, and I relisted it on Poshmark instead, and I ironed the shirt to make it look more presentable. And it sold that same day, included in this bundle. So it sold for $41 in total. I really gave this buyer a really good deal because this was the same buyer that purchased the first bundle. So at the end of the day, I just wanted to give them a better deal on this Robert Graham shirt and the North Face shirt. But usually I sell Robert Graham shirts for about $25 to $30, and those North Face shirts for about $15. So all in all, I gave the buyer a really good deal. Next up is a pair of Brooks running shoes, and I tell you guys all the time that these Brooks running shoes usually sell pretty well for me, and this one was in a size 10.5, and I purchased these shoes for about $7 or $8, and they sold for my full asking price of $39. Now these Brooks running shoes usually sell anywhere between $40 and like $60 for me, but these, as you can tell, had some normal signs of wear. They weren't that beat, but you can tell they've been worn. So I definitely didn't want to shoot too high on this, so I was just glad that it sold for my full asking price of $39. And last but not least, in terms of Poshmark sales, is this pair of Ugg Lane metallic slippers, and these sold for $46, and I was originally asking $59, but as I was telling you guys earlier in the video, my sales this weekend were pretty trash, so I was definitely happy to accept an offer on just about anything, just so I can kind of build some momentum. And these sold for 46 bucks, and now I'm all sold out of this particular style and colorway. And as you guys know, I purchased about 40 pairs of Uggs in one day. These were the first ones to sell out, so I still have a ton of Uggs left, just in a bunch of different styles and colorways, but I was just glad to see that I'm starting to make some progress on that Ugg outlet haul. First up in terms of eBay sales is this Forever 21 leather jacket, and surprisingly I thought this would sell faster on Poshmark, but it actually sold first here on eBay, and it sold for $26.99 plus $8 shipping. And this jacket I purchased for I believe $8 or $9, so I didn't make a ton of profit here, but this jacket was Forever 21, so it doesn't sell for much money in the store either. But overall it was 100% leather, and like I said, I was able to provide a really good deal to somebody that would appreciate this jacket, and at the end of the day that's what matters most to me. So I'm glad this person was able to purchase this jacket for only $26.99, and in stores it probably sold for say maybe 40 or 50 bucks. Next up is this Gary Payton figurine, and I picked up I think 3 or 4 of these in a Goodwill, and one was Gary Payton, another one was Donovan McNabb, and I don't remember who the other player was. I think it was Karl Malone or something like that, but I believe I still have one left, and I purchased these for $3 a piece. And the good thing about these is the fact that they are able to ship first class. So if you guys come across any of these McFarlane figurines, definitely pick them up because they usually sell anywhere between 20 and 25 bucks. Next up is this pair of Carhartt shorts, and these shorts were actually just featured in one of my last trip to the thrifts. I believe that was trip to the thrift 10 or 11, and these shorts were in really good condition and they sold really fast here on eBay. I believe it sold within 3 or 4 days. So if you guys come across Carhartt shorts, definitely pick them up because they usually sell pretty quick for me. Next up is this Under Armour polo, and like I tell you guys all the time, these golf polos are starting to sell really quickly for me since it is golf season. And this one sold for $29.99 with free shipping, and anytime I offer free shipping that means I'm not accepting any offers, and that was the case for this one. And unfortunately this one took about maybe 2 months for this one to sell, but like I said, it finally did sell. And if you guys come across these Under Armour polos, definitely pick them up. And last but not least is this blazer from the brand J. Lindeberg, and this one sold for $70 with free shipping. And like I said, this weekend the sales were pretty slow for me, but this was a really good sale considering the fact that I only paid $8 for this blazer. So if you guys come across this brand, definitely pick it up because it's not a brand that sells really quickly, but it is a brand that sells for a decent amount of profit. So if you guys come across it, definitely pick it up.
Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also check out my Patreon page. I put the link in the description below. And on that channel, I'm trying to put out some more exclusive content for you guys and give you guys some more behind the scenes looks on what it really takes to run this business. And so far, we are definitely growing on Patreon. I got a few people on there that's supporting the channel and going along on this journey with me. So check out the Patreon page. I got a bunch of different tiers on there, and depending on the tier you choose, it will give you access to different content. And I even have a tier on there that includes a Poshmark consultation, and I put that on there because I've been getting a lot of questions about people asking me to check out their Poshmark closet and give them some hints and some tips, but that definitely is time consuming, so I wanted to make that part of the package so you guys can not only follow along the journey, support the channel, but also get some tangible help for your specific Poshmark closet. So check that out in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.